Well, as we're buying those holiday gifts for our friends and families, a lot of times we have to look at the reviews on the websites where we're buying things just to get a good idea of whether or not this product is going to be up to par. This morning we have the Amazon Hall of Fame #1 product reviewer, Michael Erb. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on here. So I want to ask you, how does one write an effective review of a product? What kind of information do you need to put out there?
Well, the way I approach it is when I buy a product, I like to read a lot of reviews. And I usually read the negative reviews first to find out why someone wouldn't like this thing. So when I write a review of a product, that's the approach I take. I try to find the positives, what's really good about it, and I try to find out what's not so good about it, whether it's the design or the button doesn't click right or whatever it might be. So I just try to be helpful in my reviews. I try to be unbiased, and I'm not trying to promote products, I'm just trying to review them.
Now, when you're reviewing, okay, how do you not get maybe emotionally connected? For example, let's say there's a review, you want to keep it, how do you weed, okay, let me put it this way, as a person who's reading the reviews, how do I weed through the ones that maybe have an agenda and ones that maybe don't have an agenda? How do you know it's authentic? Are there tips you can give our viewers when reading something, certain signature words or phrases that should be a red flag?
It's really true. You have to be skeptical because there are a lot of planted reviews, you might say, shill reviews we call them. I think you can tell if you really read a lot of reviews, eventually you can sort of tell what is more marketing hype rather than a legitimate product review. Someone has actually used the product. I do mostly video reviews now, so I'm demonstrating the product. It's kind of hard to fake when you're actually using it. So that's probably one of the biggest tips, is to check the person. You can click on the person's name and go to their profile page, as they call it, and if they've only written one review and that's the product and it's just a glowing review, you have to be a little skeptical, I think.
Good point.
Interesting. So with the video reviews, I mean, that's neat because you can show how something works. I feel like it gives you a good idea if you're thinking about buying it. Do you see that being something that more sites are going to be leaning towards, is having people do video reviews for their products?
I think video reviews are the best way to do a lot of things, and I don't know what other site. I mean, there are other sites, but Amazon is the site for reviews. I don't know of a single other place you can go that is so comprehensive.
How did you become #1? What's the algorithm? What's the equation? I mean, what separated you from the
Here's
rest?
how you do it, Chris. You start 13 years ago.
All right. So I got 13 years, okay. I'll be 33.
And you start writing reviews in your spare time every day or every other day. No, I don't know. It's, I didn't set out trying to be the #1 reviewer. It just sort of...
But people must value your words, because that must be part of it, right?
There is a secret algorithm that only Amazon knows, and it's a combination of the frequency of reviews and how many times people vote my reviews as helpful. So it's a combination of several factors.
Well, can we do some reviewing in about 3 minutes from now?
Absolutely.
All right, stick around because we're going to be reviewing with Michael Erb, Amazon's #1 product reviewer, next.